Welcome back to my channel. I have two different recordings of this message about the LGBTQA plus community, and I'll just put both of the audio tracks in this video because I really have difficulty, or I had difficulty trying to separate and edit the two audios. So, but I will give a in the description box I will give a mark of where the first audio starts and where it ends, and where the second one starts. But I would encourage you to listen to both, because I have mentioned stuff in the second recording which I haven't in the first. So please just bear with me. If you have time, please listen to the whole video to get the whole message. I'm going to speak my truth because I'm a divine being and I represent the divine all and all species here on earth. And because I know the root of this agenda, the root of why things have turned out the way it has, or I know the source of this problem here on this earth right now. And as I mentioned in one of our videos, that we have come here to set the captive free, or to restore our people, our species. That's why, as an embodiment and a representation of all the species of my galactic family that are represented here on this earth, that are fighting this battle against the nefarious ones, against the deep state, against the Vatican and all the Illuminati, the fake, corrupted Illuminati, who are driving this agenda of LGBTQIA. We have come, or I have come, initially our plan and our promise was to restore our people, because in this universe, or on this planet that is a natural planet of the opposite of male and female, of tall and short, for example, duality, polarity. We know naturally we only have two genders. We only have male and female. Now, it doesn't matter how kind, righteous, and just I am. No one can take the truth away from this, from the gender issue. We only have two genders. We only have a vagina or a penis. That's it. Those are the two genders that everything here on earth has been created, either in the feminine essence or the masculine essence, or the oneness of the two within energetically, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, or the masculine and the feminine within the body, which are just the energies at work. But when it comes to sexual organs, we only have two organs, a penis or a vagina. The purpose of our mission was to come, it was to come and correct these things that the nefarious ones have messed up here on this earth among our people and different species. Now, one of the things they have messed up with is the gender. It's the gender issue. They've messed up the bloodlines. They've messed up through interbreeding different species on earth. So they have messed up this gender issue. Firstly, they started because they know they have to mess up everything. They have to go against nature in everything. They have to go against the creator, the natural flow of this earth. This is the truth. When they started, after they have stolen the throne from the original owners of this earth, they will, as I have explained in some of the videos, where they have stolen our seeds, the ovaries or the eggs of the woman, which they called the Easter eggs. The Easter eggs that they have stolen even up to into this lifetime. Those children that they have stolen from us, if the child is born or was born a boy, for example, they will turn that boy into a girl. Or if that child was born a girl, they will turn that girl into a boy. And that's how they have infiltrated into the different presidency of the United States of America and in England, etc., and into the different monarchs, because they have stolen from the seed, from our seed, and then the seed, the daughters that were born from us, which they use, their seeds also, they have used their blood, their DNA, etc., and they have turned them over, for example, a girl into a boy, to shame them, because they also do humiliation rituals. Now, shaming or changing the gender of a child, or changing the gender of a being, is also one way of shaming them and humiliating them, so they cannot have the desire to fight for their truth. So that is what has happened with one of my seeds, because they turned her into a male. And when they turned them like that, they also turned them against the throne, or against the original mother, the seed mother. So if they steal it from a womb, the seeds from the womb, they freeze those seeds, and then they will put them in surrogate mothers. If that child is born, they will manipulate the child either at birth or within the womb. They will manipulate the gender of the child. Because we know what has happened to our own seeds, not because they wanted to turn themselves from one gender to the next, but they were manipulated as children in the wombs, or as embryos, or as newborn babies, or they were manipulated or changed in their childhood. So they do not have really a say. They did not have a say. They did not have a conviction when they were changed from one gender into another. So we have records of our people, of our children, that have been changed in the womb of the surrogate mothers, through different manipulative medicine or vaccines, etc. We know already in foods and water, those are also some of the tools they are using to change gender in different beings. That's why this whole LGBTQI thing is running havoc on our planet right now, or on Earth right now. Now, these that do not have any control, they didn't have any say, they didn't have a choice. This gender thing was forced onto them because the nefarious ones, the draconian reptilians, had an agenda to shame our children, our babies, our seeds, so that they cannot stand up against them, because they have been made use to present a specific gender, because the masses know them as a man, for example, while they are initially not a man, or as a woman while they are not initially a woman. So for those, because of what has happened, we came in our divine authority and divine mercy and grace, so we can help them, restore them, and correct all these things that these nefarious ones have done wrong on this earth against our people, against our seeds. But then they refused our help or our offer of grace and mercy and restoration. Now that's the one group of the LGBTQIA. The other one is the one that is running with the agenda of or supporting the agenda of the nefarious ones, of the draconian reptilians and the whole anti-nature, anti-mother, anti-truth agenda. The rebellious ones, the corrupted rebellion. They just want to be against everything that is natural. So they have just jumped on the wagon of this LGBTQIA wagon because they just want to be part of the trending group and because they are being paid. Now, these are two people. First ones have been manipulated into gender change or gender change. The others are doing it because they want to be part of the crowd. They just want to be part of the agenda. Now, let me tell you, both groups, you will be judged. Thank you. That was just a confirmation from above. You will be judged according to your contribution and according to your willingness and according to your decisions and choices that you have made and are making continuously with regards to this LGBTQIA agenda of the nefarious ones. Now, I'm calling it an agenda because it's an agenda from the beginning, because it was an agenda to corrupt the natural flow, the natural gender of the original creation. It is an agenda. But like I said, first group has been manipulated into all. They have been changed into that without them knowing or without them choosing it, because the nefarious ones, the deep state, the Vatican, the fuckers behind all the nonsense that is happening on this earth had this agenda. Listen, we know the Anunnaki are coming back. We know this will happen. The end of the world, or the end of this earth, will be by this period. So let's just mess up things, and let's even use their seeds to further their agenda. And maybe because their seed is part of this agenda, they will have mercy on us, or they will excuse us again, or they will not punish us the way they have said they will punish us this lifetime, or they will not destroy us. That is one of their scapegoats, or one of their so-called trump card that they wanted to use, but they have failed. Nothing, as I said, nothing will save them this lifetime. Not even the seed of my womb or death rituals. Nothing will save them this lifetime. So those of you who are supporting this gender change thing, knowingly it is against nature, you will get your fair judgment for that. The people who have been changed without the choice, those babies who grow up and they are confused, they don't know who they are, whether they are a boy or a girl, because of that confusion, hormonal confusion that are happening with inside them through the different chemicals and things that these nefarious beings have put in place to manipulate their physical vessel. Those babies will be judged differently. Because divine judgment, the divine mind knows what is true, what is genuine, and what is forced, and what was done willingly, knowingly. Because if you continue to do the wrong thing knowingly, you will be destroyed. I am telling you. You who have jumped on this wagon of the LGBTQIA and whatever they will add to it, and you continue to support it, you know, as an original being, as a soul, you have received your conscience, a rational mind, a divine mind that tells you, or your gut feeling, your intuition that tells you this is right and that is wrong. You know within, even though you run around, jumping around with the rest of the crowd, you know you are doing something wrong. Something within you feels off. You know that. You will be judged differently from the babies that were born with that condition, for example, because of the manipulation that has taken place within them through their wombs and through the different food and so on. That's the reason why I came in neutral for this specific agenda of the nefarious ones, because of their agenda from the beginning against our seeds. So, before you jump or agree with everything that you are being handed down by these nefarious ones, this one day, the day of reckoning that is coming, You must know that you have come into this world, into this earth by yourself, not with the crowd, not with people. So before you jump into any wagon of rebellion, of corruption of the flesh, before you jump into any wagon that is anti-nature, anti-creation, against the originals, you must know that you will appear before us by yourself. And you must know that our judgment will be fair and square. Both of you were in this LGBTQIA community. One was there innocently because they were manipulated and forced into that condition or into that lifestyle. But the other one that is doing it willingly, they just feel like it. They just want to be part of the group. They just want to support without knowing or without intuitively discerning the root problem of this agenda. You will be judged differently because you will be judged for the choices that you have made knowingly. We can restore vessels. We are creators. We can restore vessels. We can restore our creation. That's why you see many people returning back to their original gender state or gender essence. A lesbian returning to being a feminine woman, giving birth to children, and also men returning back from their gayism back to their manhood. Things can change. That's how you know things are manipulated. And this process of this gender abuse and gender manipulation control is not a natural phenomena. Welcome back to my channel. Today is about the LGBTQIA plus community or agenda. I call it an agenda because it is a project of the nefarious ones, the Vatican, the imposter rulers, the planetary criminals, the fake Freemasons or the fake Illuminati on this earth. I just want to make it clear in the beginning. When we came back to this earth initially, we have come back to restore the earth. We have come back to teach and to guide mankind before that eminent day, the set day of destruction, which will happen in this lifetime if individuals, if people do not repent. Because we have come, or I have come, as the Isis of the throne of our earth, as the heiress, as Inanna, Anunnaki, I have come to restore my earth through the laws of our divine covenant. And when we came back this lifetime, we put out a plan and presented that plan because the nefarious ones, through their psychic astrologists, through their nefarious astrologists, they have a department for everything. They know the stars. They know, they can read the stars. They know who is born with what purpose according to the energies of the stars, etc. So, and they knew, according to the warnings that they have for lifetimes, that this is going to be the end season or season finale of their rule here on earth. So we came back as the divine twin flame, myself and my twin soul, to correct or to help create balance here on earth with the chosen ones of my divine all that are represented by the divine family of our galaxies and our realms and of the universes and cosmos, to come and represent our people so we can restore balance here on this earth, so the nefarious ones know what we are here for and why we are here. And one of the reasons why we're here is to restore balance, but also to restore mankind, humanity, and our earth. And most of all, to restore the throne back to the original and to the rightful owners of this earth. So what happened is, especially with regards to this LGBTQIA agenda, let me read you the definition of that. That is an abbreviation for lesbian, gay, asexual or bisexuals, transgenders, queer, or questioning. So those who are questioning their gender, the intersex or the intersex, and more. So their definition of LGBTQIA plus, the plus, they are not mentioning everything. So that what also falls under this are the transhumanism, the AI, and all the agendas that are under this umbrella of this project of the nefarious ones. Now, I said in the beginning, we came back to restore Earth because so many have fallen away from their divine laws, from our divine laws, from the laws of our nature, the natural flow of the creation of the inhabitants here on this earth. I have come back in as a neutral being. Although I am one of the divine judges, I've come back as a neutral being because I know by divine download and remembrance the agenda of the nefarious ones, why and how this lesbianism, gayism, and all the LGBTQIA community came about. And the reason why I got so angry, and the reason, because this message was given to me already a few weeks ago, but I let it rest for a while. But what made me so angry is when a specific pastor, one of the pastors, which I call the Illuminati plus pastors, because they know who is back here on this earth, that the goddess, the true goddess of this earth is back here to reclaim everything that belongs to her. Now, after all those changing and manipulating our people, our DNA, our bloodlines, our creation here on earth, they had to find it convenient to blame every nonsense that they have done here on this earth upon the goddess, because that's what I had in that video. The problem that that gayism, the lesbianism, and everything is running havoc here on this earth, according to that pastor, is because of Astaroth, because of Astaroth, because of Inanna, because it's the same goddess that they are blaming right now, which is a lie. Now let me tell you this. When the nefarious ones took hold of our throne of the earth, and of our rule here on this earth, they started stealing our seed from our wombs. That's womb trafficking. And what they did, they will take the seed and through surrogate mothers, they will give birth, or the surrogate mothers will give birth to our children, and then they will change the gender or manipulate the hormones of our children, of our seed within in the womb while they're still babies, or while they're still in the womb, and others after birth. That's why you see children that are born, they just feel like they have that inclination that they, although they have come out with a penis, they feel like they feel more feminine, more woman, and vice versa. We know naturally we only have two genders here on earth. We only have the feminine, or the masculine, female and male. That's the natural order of creation here on earth, because of the state and because of the nature of duality and polarity here on earth. We only have two genders. But like I said, we came back neutral. I came back neutral as the neutral judge in this, because I know the source of and the root of this problem of the changing of the gender. First, the changing hormonal internal changes within a child, within an embryo, within a child in the womb. that when they came out, they feel more a woman, or a boy feels more like a girl, or a girl feels like more like a boy, because of that manipulation that has taken place while they were still in the womb, or while they were still children, through the vaccines and food and so on. So we know by now already different chemicals and vaccines that they are using to manipulate the gender of the people. So that has happened, and that is the reason why I came in as a neutral judge in this, because my people, I have family members, individuals that are also, that have that inclination, or that have that lesbianism or gayism within them. But because I understand, because I know as a divine being what the root problem is, I came in as a neutral judge. Number one, because I came to restore earth, restore our people, and restore the throne of our earth. But these beings, the nefarious ones, because they know my stars, because they know my divine purpose, and they know who I am as the goddess, and as the goddess of the throne of the earth, as the owner of this earth, they have used this agenda against our restoration program as a trump card, where they can claim, right? You also have certain individuals. You also have certain individuals in your family. You also have certain individuals in your family that are gays or lesbians. So how are you going to judge? You must know, I told you already, nefarious ones, I am a very just and fair being. I have come in as the scale of Ma'at, a Libra. I have come in as a righteous judge. So it doesn't matter whether you are a family member or not, whether you are the seed of my womb or not. I will be judging. We will be judging you fairly, righteously, and justly. So there are two groups of people that are falling in this LGBTQIA plus community. Those who have been manipulated while they were in the wombs as children, or growing up through the manipulation of chemicals and water, etc., in foods and water. And then we have, that's the number one group. Then we have those who are doing it because they feel it's an in thing, it's a trend, and because they are siding with the nefarious ones, they are siding with the anti-nature program, or anti-nature rebellion, anti-nature agenda of the nefarious ones, because they are receiving money, they are receiving packs, for example, promotions, they are receiving positions in communities, for example, because they want to be rebellious, they want to be lawless, they want to be part of those who are set to be destroyed, because the nefarious ones, the Vatican, the allies of the Vatican, the monarchs, Charles and his minions, they know, the allies, when I say minions, I mean his allies, the monarchs of this earth, they know it is their end times, it is their season finale. They know we have come to settle the scores, we have come to right protect and restore our reputation, the reputation of the Anunnaki, the reputation of the divine covenant between the heavens, the earth, and the underworld, or the world of the dead. So these two groups, the first ones, they have been manipulated without them knowing, through foods and all the different chemicals of the nefarious ones, they have been manipulated, so they feel like they are feminine, more feminine than they are in the gender of the sex that they have been birthed into this earth with. Now the others are the ones that are supporters, that are just lawless. They just decide, because they were already created by the nefarious ones as their helpers and gatekeepers and recruits, lifetime in and lifetime out, that will drive the agenda of these nefarious ones. But know this, people, we will judge you justly. Each one of you will come before the judges one by one. We will judge you by your actions, but most of all, judgment is happening by the actions of the heart, because we have advised you and guided you as well. Guard your heart with all diligence, because the issues of all things, the issues of life, flows from your heart space. And many have become greedy, jealous, envious, nefarious, wicked in their ways and actions, defiled their hearts with greed and envy and jealousy. And that's the reason why they choose easily to side with the nefarious ones, with the imposters, with the liars, with the murderers, and with the Vatican, and all the lying teachings that are doing the rounds here on the internet, and even in the communities, and even through the different brainwashing, mind control devices of the nefarious ones. Know this, whether you are manipulated and controlled, whether your gender is manipulated and controlled through the nefarious means, or whether you are the one who are just willfully deciding to side with the nefarious ones, and you want to be lawless, you want to throw away all the laws of nature, of ma'at that we have given you, of coexistence that we have given you, to live in peace, in harmony, to live in righteousness, in right standing with one another, with the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. You decide, no. Audrylin Zerilda Nauses is the queen of the earth. She is the goddess. She is the judge. So let me just do whatever I want to do. Let me give you this information or this news now. I will judge justly and righteously. Remember, you will get everything you deserve, because you, as the masses, as the ignorant ones, I have come to rescue you, to deliver you, but you decided to turn against me because of your jealousy and envy, and because you just wanted to be lawless. So that goes for everyone throughout this earth. It doesn't matter whether you know about me or not. The judgment will be, and it will happen this lifetime, because we have warned human beings and beings lifetime in and lifetime out. So right now my stance is still neutral, but my stance is mostly with and for nature. That is for two genders. That is for female and male, penis and vagina. If you decide because you want to change, to deceive others, you will be judged by your actions. Because you have decided, let me just change any way I want. Let me just be a transgender, let me just be transhuman, transgender, trans whoever. Because you just want to be rebellious against Ma'at, against nature, or against MaatKare, or against the throne and the laws of this universe and laws of this earth. So know this, I am still neutral, but I will judge very fairly. If a queer or questioning individual, or a lesbian or a gay, repents, we will save them. We will correct them. We will restore them to their true nature, to the true nature of this universe, the true nature of earth. That's why even when I was contacting individuals through my divine essence and divine mind as Hecate, or as goddess Inanna or Isis, I was contacting, or I was working together with lesbian and gay people, because I did not come to judge them, because I know the true source and the root of the problem. So my oracles, or my messengers, the messengers of Hecate, or messengers of Inanna or Isis, my goddess essence, are also lesbians and gay people. So that's the reason why I am neutral right now, and as I'm warning you. But repentance must come from within, from the heart space. If you want to pass this judgment this time, the judgment will come, but you must be willing to accept Audrylin Zerilda Nauses as your Lord and Savior, or as your goddess of the throne of this earth. There is no other Jesus that will save you, I'm telling you. I know of the Antichrist or the goddess, let me call them the anti-goddess movement that is happening right now. Anti-nature and anti-goddess, or divine feminine and divine masculine merger. And we must understand, before I go there, the divine feminine and divine masculine energy, we all have that. We all have the feminine and masculine energies. Those are just energies of the divine nature that brings both our left and right hemisphere of our bodies together. The above and the below together, because the above is masculine and below earth is feminine. So those aspects are being brought together. Earth cannot decide, I want to become heaven now, or heaven cannot decide, I want to become earth now. No, that's what I'm telling you. You cannot decide you want to change gender the way you want, because you want to be rebellious. And that's what we need to restore. We need to restore the divine order, divine covenants of the heaven, the earth, and the underworld. So those who are anti-mother, anti-goddess, or anti-Audrylin, or divine feminine and masculine merger, heaven and earth merger, so that the spiritual world, the spiritual aspect of our being can be in harmony with the heavens and earth. Those who are against it, you will be punished. I am guaranteeing you, you will be destroyed. We have come to judge, but also we have come to set the records straight. But first of all, we came with the agenda, with the plan to heal first and to restore, so that through my merger and the mergers of the different twin flames, we restore our species here on earth, we restore our people, and we restore the divine order of the heaven and the earth and the underworld. But these nefarious beings, the Illuminati, the so-called Illuminati, the fake the Freemasons of this earth, they hijacked our mergers or our unions to their own detriment, to their own destruction, because the law or the date has been set already for their destruction. They will not get away from it. But you, the ignorant one, the masses, you decide to join the ones who have already been set or slated for destruction for the in the end times. You have decided, because of your jealousy and envy, to join the nefarious ones. We will destroy you. We will not feel sorry for you. You understand that you will be destroyed. We will clear the air from all the nonsense that is lawless, that is under nature, that is anti-goddess, that is anti-feminine and masculine union, that is anti-heaven and earth union, that is anti-heaven, earth, and underworld oneness. You will be removed from this earth with the nefarious ones, because the nefarious ones know that their end has come. But they are still luring individuals, the ignorant ones, the fools, to their side. But do you think we will hold back this time because the ignorant ones join them? No, we will not. I will not. We have given you 3,600 years of the age of Pisces to change things, but you still refused, and you are still refusing day by day. Some of you are being used lifetime in and lifetime out. Some of you are just being birthed, right? You're just being birthed. Some of you are just being birthed just to help the nefarious ones in their agenda. But this time you are going down. All of you are going down and out of my planet, out of my earth space, and out of my realm. So you must understand that. So know the two groups. One has been trapped in their innocence, and others are just willingly doing the evil work of the nefarious ones. You will be judged according to your actions and options and decisions and choices that you have made. So know this, I am still neutral, because the judgment hasn't finished yet. The judgment will come once the dead has been raised, because I am in covenant with the dead as well. They will be raised, because heaven, earth, and the underworld, or the world of the dead, must be restored back. to its original or to their original divine laws. So know this, nefarious ones, and know this, anyone who is listening in. Do not just judge any lesbian or gay that you see, because we know the agenda. We know the source of this problem, as they are continuing with their whatever LGBT plus communities or agenda. We know everything that they are creating that is anti-nature, anti our original creation, anti-heaven and earth and underworld oneness, anti-harmony or anti-balance. That's just what it is all about. So know this, as the essence of my art, and as the essence of the throne of this earth, as the queen of earth of this earth, and as the Isis of the earth, I have given you this information. None of you hearing, or even if you don't hear, you cannot go claim that you did not know, because we have put the information in your DNA, and your ancestors are still warning you to pay attention. I will make a video about how your ancestors are talking to you, your beloveds that have transitioned, how they are still warning you, but most of you are still ignorant, or you are just ignoring their warnings, or you are not paying attention, or you are not working hard enough to hear their voices and guidance. So, the nefarious LGBTQIA plus agenda and project, you know that you are under judgment. You are under divine judgment. Your agenda is under divine judgment. But the innocent we will save. We will save the innocent. And we will restore them, because that's what we do. We are creators. We are divine and we are creators. We restore. We make whole again. We don't destroy. But we have come to destroy. I've come to expose and destroy the works of the nefarious ones, the planetary criminals, the Vatican, the Charles, impostor Charles ruler, and all the other monarchs of this earth, and the fake Illuminati of this earth. I've come to expose and destroy your works. You are under my feet, whether you like it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not. You will either bow now or you will bow later, but bow you will before Audrylin, Zerilda, Nauses, before Goddess Inanna, Ishtar, before Goddess Isis, before the Mother Goddess. You will bow. Just understand and know this and remember that